Welcome back to another real life messy house spring cleaning video where today I will be tackling under the sink organization, simple and clean. As you can see, underneath my kitchen sink is a complete disaster and God knows what is back there. You know, this is just real life mess that happens. But if you have been too depressed to clean your house these days and you are looking for that extreme cleaning motivation to organize a space in your home or just clean up one little mess, then definitely keep on watching because this video is for you. Let's get cleaning together.
And so while I'm pulling everything out of the cabinets here, I just thought I would share a little bit of my experience in doing this project. And honestly, I was super overwhelmed going into the project. I kept pulling back and giving myself reasons and excuses to not even start it, especially the fact that it's in like the central hub of our home, the kitchen. And so by pulling everything out and having to put it on the ground or the counters, I knew that it was going to be a total mess and my family was going to have to get in and out of the kitchen, and it just was going to be so much more stressful than your average project. So yes, my anxiety was super high, even thinking about doing this under the sink organization project. Okay, so this is the mess that came from underneath the sink. It's actually, things are sort of organized, like a messy organized, if you will, but this is like a bunch of stuff thrown in here. I got to go through that bin. I got to go through that little bucket. And then like any type of products that are in boxes and stuff, I want to just pull the item out of the box to create more space underneath. And so I guess what I'm going to do here is I'm going to like sort out all the different items in different piles. So I will sort out like a pile of all of my wipes and then all of my sprays, and then maybe I'll do like a dusting little collection, like stuff that I use to dust the house with. And then I have like other types of things down here too. So I'm really not sure, but I do have a couple containers that I'm going to use. I got these like a while back and I threw them under there. I got these off of Amazon. Here's another couple. I have 1, 2, 3, 4, and then these are from the Dollar Tree. I had these just in my cabinet, but I didn't need them anymore, so I'm going to use these to create more space underneath the sink. So I'm going to see what I could do under there with all of these containers. But yeah, I'm trying to declutter and get rid of as much stuff as I can. I do have things that are like empty. Like this is older, it has just a little tiny drop in it. So that's the problem. Like, what do I do if it has like one more use in it, you know? I don't want to throw stuff away. I don't want to waste. So even like this, it has one more use. I am going to hold on to it and I'll use it in the next cleaning. This way I can get rid of it. So yeah, stay tuned and I will let you see the result, and then I will explain what organization system I come up with underneath the kitchen sink. So let's do this. Okay, so going back to what I started to say, like just being super overwhelmed with even beginning this under the sink organization, it was making me just want to pull back from doing it at all. Honestly, I had planned to do this the day before I did this. I just avoided it because it was so stressful even thinking about it. So if you are anything like that, I totally understand. I can totally relate. But there just has to come a point, like we have to start doing these projects. We have to start organizing the spaces in our home, no matter how stressful, no matter what, because the end result is what matters. That's going to be the reward. You know, I know that too in my head. I know like if I clean up the mess, I'm going to feel so much better, but it's so hard getting started. So I wanted to share my heart with you guys and like what I experience going into these house projects, because it's, you know, I can easily give you a clean up video and yeah, I'm doing it, but everything that led up to this moment, believe me, it was just a roller coaster of different emotions and it was super like exhausting, to be honest. But here I am, I'm doing the thing. Like if I can do this, you can do this, because I'm telling you, it was so hard getting myself to even get to this point to do it. So if you feel that way, if it's possible for me to be doing this right now, it is also possible for you to do it. You just have to want it. Do you want your house to be clean? Do you want your house to be organized? Do you have those goals in your mind? Then you need to get up and do it. That's what I'm here for, to motivate you to clean your house and to organize your spaces. So get up and do the thing with me right now. No excuses. I'm doing it. You can do it. Let's do this.
It's like we're running in circles, going around every day, getting stuck in the hurdles of yesterday. Don't you wanna go further, away from the fray? Let's not get stuck in our worries, we'll make our own way. Won't you come outside where the sunflowers bloom? Breathe in the air, look up to the moon. I'll meet you outside, away from the crowd. Just you and me together, it will all seem better outside. Just us in the sky.
Okay, you guys, so to keep it completely real, look at this real life mess going on here. Oh my goodness, it's like more of a disaster than when I began. So at this point in organizing and cleaning, I usually become really overwhelmed, and like I don't know, my head hurts, my anxiety is a little more higher than it was even knowing I had this mess under there. But isn't this crazy how like all of this stuff can come out of that little space? I'm tired. I don't even want to do this anymore. I don't want to continue. But this is something that I can't stop here and like leave it for tomorrow, because it's my kitchen. And that's why, honestly, that kitchen cabinet has been a long time overdue to be cleaned. So I can't stop now, right? So we're in the mess. We're deep in the heart of the mess, and we got to keep going. So what I did was I organized, okay, I'll just bring you guys closer in. I organized all the garbage bags here, different cleaning sponges, brushes. These are all brand new. Over here is some bins. Like these are the budget-friendly bins from Dollar Tree. I showed you those racks earlier that I had. And then these I had from when I purchased a little while back. I had these from a long time ago. These are the magazine file holders from the Target Dollar Spot. So these are like the things I'm wanting to use in this organizing project, but I don't know if I'm going to be able to use all of them. So right now I have that stuff out. All of this stuff, it's just miscellaneous. I don't even know. Flashlights, so much stuff. So over here, I have it more under control. I have all my wipes. I have my sprays. These are air fresheners and carpet fresheners. And then over here is just like some miscellaneous stuff that I use for different things. I also have some dish towels and my dishwashing soap, but these are actually empty. I have to toss these, and this here is garbage. So that will all go into recycling or garbage. But yeah, so as you can see, this is a real life mess, and it's overwhelming. And at this point I want to stop, but I can't because it's in the middle of my kitchen. So this is an organizing project that I have to keep going at, and so you can't stop. So after taking my break a couple minutes ago and stepping away and just kind of like getting away from it to think about what am I going to do, I realized that I have tons of back stock. So I don't need like 5 different tubs of wipes underneath my sink. So I have a space downstairs in my basement where I have extra back stock. I'm going to go ahead and go through, and whichever ones that I'm going to use, I will organize underneath the sink there. And then the other ones, I will just declutter and rehome into the basement. So that's my plan right now, is just kind of to sort through all the products that I want to keep under the sink so I can use now, and then go and declutter the rest away to the basement into the backstock area. So that's what we're going to do, and I'm going to keep moving. So if you guys got yourself into this real life mess like I did, just keep on cleaning. Let's get cleaning together.
Are we part of this circus? Is it innate? Feels like a heavy burden, but I can't relate. Do our actions even matter? Or is this our fate? At least now I'm feeling better. I know I'm here to stay. Won't you come outside where the sunflowers
Okay, so that like totally helped relieve my anxiety. Whew. So this is what it boils down to. This is what I'm keeping to go under my sink. As you can see, I cleared that sink out and that counter area. And then this also is going to go underneath the sink. So, yeah, it's a lot smaller and less product that will be stored underneath the kitchen sink. And that totally reduces my anxiety and overwhelm in this project. And the rest I brought downstairs and I put it in the back stock with the rest of the stuff that I already had. So I'm pretty good when it comes to cleaning products in my house. I don't think I'm gonna need to be purchasing them anytime soon. Again, all this little stuff now is going to be organized into like these little bins, and somehow I'm going to put the cleaning products in that stuff under here, underneath the sink. And this stuff too will be organized in the bins. So yeah, that's what I'm going to do. And then this is just miscellaneous stuff. I don't even know. I don't even want to think about that stuff yet. So, whoops. So we're going to keep on cleaning and we're going to get this done. Okay. I'm going to wipe under the sink down now.
breathe in the air. Look up to the moon. I'll meet you outside, away from the crowd. Just you and me together. It will all seem better outside. Just us in the sky. I will go wherever. I'll be yours
Okay, so I don't know if you guys can notice, like I'm going back and forth trying to figure out how I want to arrange these bins and how I'm going to organize everything. And thank God for hyperlapse, because I would drive you guys crazy in this moment. I mean, I cannot tell you how many times like I moved things around, I took things in, I took things out. I was trying to calculate the size of different items in my mind and see whether it would fit in the space. And oh my gosh. Yes, I probably should have pre-planned for, you know, the whole area of this and the way I'm going to organize. But you know what? In the end, it all works out. But I just want to let you guys know it was very like overwhelming and anxiety ridden. Just trying to figure out how the heck I'm going to organize everything under the sink.
I should be feeling
Now it's time to sit down and really focus in on the mess that has been very overwhelming to me in this under the sink organization project here. I just have to take the time out now to, just break down the recycling, put it all in a garbage bag, which I'm doing right now. And then just figuring out where all the other items here are going to be put away inside the house. And then I also created a little donation pile that I will put at the front door in a box that I am going to start adding more stuff to, because this under the sink organization project right here is the baby steps to the momentum I talk about leading into more decluttering and more organizing throughout my home. So this really kicked it off, and I am going to be filling that box up for donations, because it is really time to get rid of things in my house. I know that, and I hear you all in the comments. Yes, you are all correct. I agree with you 100%. It's always been on my mind to declutter my home and get rid of things. It's just really overwhelming because, not everything in my home is mine. I feel like I have all the weight on my shoulders to go through all the belongings in this house and decide whether to keep or get rid of. And, not everything is mine. And so when I do involve my family in that process, nobody wants to get rid of anything. And then I just can't deal with it. So if that sounds familiar to you, that is also my struggle in this house. And we're going to work through that. I'm going to figure out a way to get through that. But it all started right here with my under the sink organization. And, just showing you guys the real life messy house spring cleaning that goes on. It's just not always pretty, and it's not easy either. I really want to thank each and every one of you for opening up your hearts to me in the comments. It really is a motivator for me to clean house while living with anxiety and depression, and it reminds me that I'm not alone in the struggle. So thank you so much for being here for me. I appreciate all of you.
Okay, I'm super excited. Oh, I'm so glad that's done. It feels so good to be organized underneath the sink. But let me open and share with you guys what I came up with. I'm gonna open this side too. Here we go. Okay, so over here, I ended up using those Dollar Tree command hooks. And just to give you guys an idea, they have a really small hook. So it was difficult finding what can work with those. And then the larger ones, they just were they were like too close to the inside. So it wouldn't hold anything that was really thick. But I found a solution for my straw cleaners and the sippy cup cleaner stuff. And I love it because usually I put that over my dish soap dispenser, and I just love that I can hang it in here and it's out of sight. It just makes the whole kitchen sink area look less cluttered. And then over here, I ended up hooking this on as well with those command hooks. This is something that usually you're supposed to have in your kitchen sink or, on top of it. But I used the command hooks for the holes in the back. They came with suction cups, but I like it in here much better for my sponge and my scrubby brush. So that to me is just so satisfying. Like, I love this. Okay, moving on in. Now there's nothing super fancy. I told you guys this was gonna be an under the sink organization, simple and clean. This isn't like Pinterest savvy or anything. I'm just looking to declutter under the sink and just make it functionable and clean and organized. So I think I achieved that here. I'm super happy. You guys, if you guys noticed in the video earlier, I was going back and forth with trying to figure out if I was going to use that white Dollar Tree bin. And while it looks really cute and pretty, it just was too small to hold all of the sprays. So I said, what the heck? I might as well just use the floor of the cabinet itself. And that actually provides so much more surface area to store, all the products I have. So that worked best. So that's just something like to think about when you're organizing under your sink. You don't always have to use the bins. I know like everybody shows the bins and they look really pretty, but you have to see if it's going to be functional for your space. Now back there, I have some pipes and the water drains and stuff. So I ended up using that Dollar Tree riser that you seen I put back there. And I put like more harsher chemicals back there just in case to keep out of reach with the kids. Barkeeper's Friend actually has lye in it, so be careful with that. Make sure you're always using gloves when you use that. It is a very dangerous chemical, actually. Look it up, read into it, but always have gloves on when you're using Barkeeper's Friend. I also have my plant food back there too that I didn't want the kids to get into, just in case. Not that they're ever under here, but you just never know. And then these are Dollar Tree magazine holders. They're actually much larger than the average. I picked these up during back to school time a few years back from the Target Dollar Spot. It was before COVID, and I just love them. I know you can probably order them off of Bullseye on the Target website. There's a Bullseye section that sells all the Target Dollar Spot if you didn't know. So in here, it's holding like all that miscellaneous stuff really nicely. I have the carpet freshener, the carpet cleaners in the back. In the middle is the dusting products, and then those dusting sticks. I was having trouble like hanging those. Plus, I really didn't want all that like color hanging right at my door when I opened it. So I decided I could just stick it right in here. It works fine. And then over here, I have all my wipes that I'll be using. This is going low, so I just put that there for backup. And then here's my sink cleaner and my thieves. And then this is my little brush for like certain sippy cups and stuff that I still have. And then over here, I had this little white pail from Grove Collaborative. I ended up putting some of my e-cloths and microfiber cloths in there with some extra gloves that I had. This here is our pool chemical checker. And then moving back, I have some essential oils that I use for air freshener, and I have them right next to the air freshener sprayer. And behind that is just some extra salt in case of a grease fire. I don't know, I just always leave that under my sink. And also I use that to clean sometimes when I clean with like lemon, just to use as an abrasive cleaner, like for natural cleaning. And underneath there, these clear containers are so awesome. I really love these, and I'm thinking of getting more. They are on the pricier side. I bought these a while back off Amazon, but they really work really good under here. And I'm thinking as I keep organizing my home, these are gonna work good in my linen closet and maybe under my bathroom sink. But for two of them, I think I paid about $20 to $22. So I ended up just getting the two sets. And these are the bigger ones, and then these are like half the size. So this holds the brushes that I have. And now, so all of this is back stock, which I like that, you know, it goes really nicely in the back. So I'm not going to need it up front because it's back stock. So I can just always come to it when I need it, when I run out. These are sponges, holds that nice. And then I put some baking soda product in here. I clean with that a lot. And then here are, sorry, I'm out of breath. Here are extra garbage bags. And back here, this is like a utensil holder, but what I decided to use it for is my plugins for Bath and Body Works, and then all the liquid solution that goes into the plug-in. I don't use these in my home because I'm really sensitive to fragrance and I get headaches and I have asthma, but I do like to use it in the garage because the garage gets like kind of musty, you know, and all the different things with the lawnmower and stuff. So that's where I use them. And then moving over here to the other door, I had this originally on that side, and I would put my dish machine soap in it with like sponges, and everything would kind of just get thrown in it. So I decided to put it on the other side and use it for my dish towels. And I have a lot more of these, but I'm kind of liking how this is, like just the minimalistic view of it. Like there's only a few, and I'm thinking like this is all I really need. So it's really given me that motivation as I go through the rest of my house and organize all the other spaces, that when I'm decluttering, I only need like a few things. I don't need to keep such a huge inventory of items. So I don't know, this journey is gonna lead me to lots of places. So make sure you are subscribed because we are taking control of the mess in our homes, cleaning up one mess at a time. And the goal is to get organized, declutter all the clutter out of our home, and de-stress and reduce our anxiety and depression and just feel happy and clean and feel good. Okay, so I hope that this video brought you guys that extreme cleaning motivation, and you were able to also clean under the sink or organize under your sink with me. For now, I'm gonna say God bless, stay mighty. Thank you for watching, and I will be back next week.